Hello and welcome to Junk Journal July Day 2. The prompt is Postcard. And I'm glad you're visiting my channel today. I do appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get started. In front of you, you see my Junk Journal July journal. And I'm just checking the prompt is technology. I told myself I have to say every time before I start to make sure that the sound is off because I go live and I like to see the live feed so that I can make sure everything looks okay, say hi if somebody takes a moment to say hi to me, and also I need to make sure no volume, and I don't say that word very well, no sound. I think it's not just my ending sounds, it's my middle sounds too that I struggle with. But also that where I've got things laid out is pretty much in screen. Okay, take a deep breath, because I forget to breathe sometimes, and get some oxygen to my brain, so hopefully I can think through what it is I'm going to do here. And naturally, my husband's doing something outside and kind of making some loud noise. Stop that, husband. Okay, so let's go to page 2. I have started, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I showed in the last video. My rings should be showing up today. Oh, I didn't really need that off. That could have, but okay. It is what it is. What in the world is he doing out there? Okay, so today I am doing Postcard, and what I did before turning on the camera was I took one of these flashcards that I got at the dollar store the other day to make this journal with, and I got my new spritzes, and they're currently in my little garbage container. I don't know what this thing is for. I need to Google it. So these are my spritzes. I used worn lipstick. What else did I use? Something umber. I don't know the names real good yet. Oh, I think I used 3 colors. What else did I use? Fossilized amber is what it is. One lipstick. See if I can find the 3rd color. I'm hoping that if I look at it, no, I didn't use Barn Door. Maybe I used Pilled Paint. I think I used Pilled Paint, but don't hold me to it. Anyways, I loved it. So then I'm also in love with the wax, the foundry wax, and so I used that at the bottom. And then I took the black paint, black distress paint, is that what it's called? Because I just got these materials, distress paint, yep. And so far that's what I'm using my new altered box that I haven't decorated yet. I've got my paints and my foundry wax in there. I only have the gold foundry wax. I have not bought the silver. I don't anticipate buying the silver because I'm pretty happy, because I hardly ever use my gold ink that is kind of like this stuff. and I can never remember, it's called like all-purpose ink or something like that. Anyways, so I made a postcard, and then when I was done, I cut it in half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, let's see, I'm going to glue this piece in first with art glitter glue. And for the most part, I will end up doing a lot of the work off camera because I'm participating in several collaborations, and plus I work full time. Is that where I want it? No. Which one do I want where? Yeah, I wanted this one down first. Got some glue on me. Okay, so place that right about there. And I just realized something different I should have done for this technique. So it's supposed to be a hidden pocket, and we'll just see how it turns out. Good old art glitter glue, it grabs right away. I could have used a little wiggle room there, but I didn't get it. So I found a little bit of postcard poetry, I'll call it, and why did I think it did that? I can't remember. But anyways, we got some color in the print. Oh, I know, because I used tea-dyed paper in my printer, and this was the top where this is the side that it grabbed on, and I think it had to fight with it a little bit, so I think that's why it did that. So here's the same poem, because it's kind of hard to read it right here, but basically this is what the postcard would look like. In fact, actually I'm going to need, well, it's too late now. I was going to say I should put the address over there. Let's see if I can get the, ooh, yay, it worked. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so I am going to ink this piece. I was going to ink that piece too, but I forgot because I was so distracted by the mechanics. I get real distracted by the mechanics, and it's even more difficult when I'm trying to think about the mechanics and think about recording the video, because you know I've got to look up to see that everything is in frame, that it appears that I'm recording still, and to see if anybody says hi. Lots of moving parts. I just love how that fit in the first time. Is it going to do it again? So it's a little pocket. Isn't that cute? I think that is super cute. So then I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to write postcard. And this washi tape does not write on. I thought it might, but it doesn't. So that was a fail. Plan B. start my Junk Journal Madness weekly post video, I guess I should say. And I've got it almost all ready to start the first video. And so I'm trying to remember, yeah, I'm ready to start the first video, so I'll get that out today. I'm just thinking, I wish there was a little bit something more there. I think I know what I want. Oh dear, there's a little bit of glue on the pin. That's okay, it's a junk journal. Just put a little ink there, and it's all good. Yep, all junked. Okay, I was gonna do some stamping. Why did I put the glue there? You don't know why I do the things that I do. So I need a stamp. Actually, I'm going to use a little tiny stamp, so I can just grab this one. It's in here. And let's do a little bit of the vintage photo. And we need a little piece of paper to stamp off on. Okay. Oh, that says Postcard. That is so cool. But it didn't pick up there. Bummer. I'll bet I have a postcard stamp somewhere too. What does this whole thing say? And postcard, and I imagine, I can't, it's kind of smeared. The world, oh, I didn't know that. That would look really cool. But now I don't have any, it would look really cool right there, but I don't think it would stamp there. Okay, let's try getting a clear image. The world before us is a postcard, and I imagine the story. Yeah, I can't read it all. Maybe if I put it on a block. I don't have a block handy. Let's try this. Nope, won't stick to that. Let's stick to this. Maybe. For a minute. Nope. Yep. Nope. That's the best. Okay, so then if I, boy, tear that out. Ink her up. Oh yeah, put that right there. Yep, I do like that. There's still a little bit too much white there for me. So I don't want to keep using vintage photo for some reason. I don't want to do that. I haven't tried this before. Let's try it this way. Sometimes it works to use my mat for that sort of thing. And you're probably like, what sort of thing? What are you doing? I still think that's the ink from my vintage photo and not necessarily the pen. Probably have vintage photo on my finger. And what happens if I do this and then go directly to that? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. And do it again. Alright, I'm gonna quit before you can't read the words. The world before us is a postcard, and I imagine the story we are writing on it. So I can barely read that, so I'm not going to do anything more to it. Except for glue it on. I keep losing my glue, but I'm going to be gluing on that foundry wax. I better use glitter art. You did hear the sirens? Whole bucket, what's your name? I'm sorry, I forget. I'll have to ask you again though, so maybe you just want me to call you Whole Bucket every time. Yeah, I heard the sirens too, and then I heard kind of the deep noises of maybe like a fire engine, but it was distant. So my ears have kind of been in tune because it almost sounds like it might be something going on in the park. But yeah, I am doing several collaborations actually. I'm doing, hi Cheryl, I'm doing Junk Journal July and Junk Journal Madness, and so I'm like the guest collaborator for Junk Journal Madness for July. And then Crafty Christmas in July. Lots of Julys. Okay, I'm done. I love that. Love that a lot. Okay, ooh. It's too close. It doesn't want to close. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. You can be a bucket. Okay, Cheryl, I'm going to try and make you a Cheryl instead of a bucket, though. Okay, I like that. I feel like I stepped it up a bit. So this was day 1. And then this is day 2. I don't know, just probably more like a different look. But so I found this online and I printed it out 6 to a page so that it would be small enough for my purposes. And I took this flashcard and I sprayed it with 3 different spritzes, and then I used the foundry wax, and then I used the black soot distress paint to draw the lines because I looked for a Sharpie and I didn't have a Sharpie. Yeah, it kind of is bending it down here, but that's okay. And I like this foundry wax. It's really cool how it like moves around like lava when you get it hot. And I experimented with it. I'll show you. I don't know if embossing powder, I think embossing powder would ruin if you put too much heat on it. But I can put more heat on this now, and I can move it some more. So it just does different things. I mean, I'm careful. I'm still playing with it. So I don't know what kind of damage I could do to it, but it's a fun product to experiment with. I'm not usually real experimental like that. Okay, so let's smush some more. So I have some pockets that have some of the ephemera in here from the Messy Art PDF document that we got. So this journal it's got a blank slate, but there's a few places that were intentionally put in for like storage of ephemera along the way, or I don't think I can talk and do this at the same time. It takes all my focus. Then the other one came off. So maybe we'll like have an hour movie of sure, I'm laughing at you. Okay, for those of you who may not be reading the comments, oh my gosh. Get on there. Phew. Anyway, Cheryl said, I've wanted to try the wax, but I really don't need another thing to do. Sure you do, Cheryl. Sure you do. Whoops, I forgot the cover. Come on. Maybe using book rings wasn't such a good idea. At least not on camera. Okay. Let's see what we got here now. Because I got that too close to the fold, it gave it some bulk, but that's okay because I've got these nice book rings, and this one is going to be brass. I've got some coming in, but let's see how it moves. Yeah, it moves okay. See, but I need the book rings because sometimes I did this a little weird and I kept some of the folios together. And so this was supposed to be an ephemera page right here. And oh, yeah. And then as I go, as you see, I cover up the month of the diary. So this will get covered up. That'll get covered up. This is just an ephemera page, like an ephemera insert. A heart's covering part of what you're saying, Cheryl. If you're watching, please give a thumbs up. They really do help. Oh, if somebody else is watching, you mean? Yeah, and I always forget to ask people. But I watched your video today, and if I run out of time to watch videos, I just leave it open in another tab, even though I'm not actually watching it, so that you'll get the watch time. That's what I've got for you today. Thank you for taking time to stop by. Cheryl, it's good to see you again, and I'm enjoying your videos, and I look forward to seeing more of Cheryl's videos, and I look forward to seeing all the videos from you guys that are doing this Junk Journal July collaboration. And I don't do all the spiel, like this is a collaboration for May and blah blah blah, but I do put it in the description, or at least I try to remember. I'm pretty sure I put it in yesterday's description, and when I go to edit this live video, I'll go ahead and copy and paste that little intro into the description. So always be sure to watch or read my descriptions, because that's where I put the yak stuff. Take care.